Pinocchio again, Grandpa?
You've heard it 100 times. Aren't you tired of that story yet?
No, Grandpa. Here, I'll start. Once upon a time,
In the tiny village of whatchamacallit, there lived a lonely woodcarver named Geppetto. Geppetto lived all by himself, with no one for company but his faithful dog, Melampo. All of the children in the village loved Geppetto because he carved wonderful toys and marionettes out of
just like you, Grandpa.
That's right, Chipper, just like you. Now, where was I? Oh, yes, marionettes out of pine. Wherever Geppetto went, children would follow him and beg to see his wonderful toys.
My friends, I would like to introduce you to my son, Pinocchio. Let me introduce Pinocchio. He is more than just a toy. He can dance and sing, do anything. He's my wooden-headed boy. Pinocchio, Pinocchio, no matter where you go, you'll never be tonight.
Oh, please, Father. Put them back in that nasty little box. I'll be good. I promise.
All right, Pinocchio. I'll give you one more chance. But if there's any shit, you are in big trouble. I'm gonna have to cut your legs again.
No, not that, Father. I'll be quiet as a mouse. I promise.
Remember, Pinocchio, you must treat those around you with respect.
Even Melampo?
Especially Melampo.
All right, good night, Melampo, you mangy old flea bag.
Pinocchio.
Sorry, Father. And good night, dear, old, kind, loyal, faithful Melampo. And now for my wish. Please, if I could have one wish. I wish I was a real boy.
Why do you want to be a real boy, Pinocchio?
I want to be a real sentient father. I also want the other children to like me. Stop making fun of my nose, my wooden body, and everything. It is the dearest wish of my heart, Father. Every night I look up and I see the brightest star. Then I make a wish as Peter I hope that the morning light will open up my eyes. I will find my wishes. I want
Be careful what you wish for, Pinocchio. Real boys have to go to school and learn how to read and write.
I can do that, Father.
Real boys also have to listen to their fathers and stay out of trouble.
I can do that too, Father. If I were just a real boy, I would be the best son a father ever had.
You're already my best son.
I'm your only son, remember?
You go to sleep now, Pinocchio. In the morning, I'll give you a wonderful surprise. It should make you very happy.
Okay, Father. Good night.
Good night, Pinocchio. Sweet dreams.
I wonder what the surprise is. I hope it's something good to eat. I love chocolate. Chocolate and caramel. That would make a nice surprise for a good son.
I say, young man, it's not polite to go nosing around in other people's belongings. I can tell I'm gonna have my hands full with this one.
Hey, you speak with hard of me. I don't appreciate that remark about my nose. Who are you and what are you doing in my house?
My name is Kauai Cricket, and I believe this is Geppetto's house, not yours.
Well, I'm Geppetto's son, and I live here too.
dear Master Pinocchio. You invited me.
I invited you? I don't remember any such thing.
When you wished to become a real boy, I was sent to oversee the process. You see, I am the one who will determine whether or not you are worthy to become real. I will be giving you your reality check.
You? You're just a crummy cricket. How can a cricket be in charge of a boy?
You're not a real boy yet, young marionette. And if you have an attitude like that, it may take a very long time before you are.
Oh yeah? How about I give you a real punch?
Now you've done it, it's the purple fairy herself. I hope you're proud of yourself.
Come now, Pinocchio. Where are your manners? Aren't you going to invite me to sit down? Wow! She's beautiful! Yes. Please sit down. I didn't know fairies sat down. In fact, I didn't know fairies even existed. We certainly do exist. I was there when your father's petal wished for a marionette to come to life, so that he would have a son. And now I am here, when that son, namely, you, Pinocchio, wishes to become a real boy. You're here to grant my wish! Yay! Not so fast, my wooden-headed friend. There are certain conditions that you must fulfill before you are really becoming a real boy. What are they? I'll do anything. First, you must obey your father and show him respect. Second, you must go to school so you will not be a dunce.
Heaven knows there's enough thin-witted boys in the world already.
And third, you must always tell the truth. I will do all those things. You'll see, Purple Fairy. I will become a real boy in no time. I believe you, Pinocchio. I know that you have a good heart. Thank you, Purple Fairy. I won't disappoint you. Did you hear that, Kalani? I'm going to be a real live boy.
You'll be a real life boy, that's what you're gonna be. Yes, sir, a real life boy, just wait and see. Now listen to the things we say and promise to be good. Just go to school and study hard and do the things you should. You'll be a real life boy, that's what you're gonna be. Yes, sir, a real life boy, just wait and see. Oh boy, a real life boy, that's what I'm gonna be. Yes, sir, a real life boy, just wait and see. I've always wondered what it's like to be a normal boy. To clap my hands and bend my knees, give a jump for joy. Oh boy, a real life boy, that's what I'm gonna be. Yes, sir, a real life boy, just wait and see. Oh boy, a real life boy, that's what I'm gonna be. Yes, sir, a real life boy, just wait and see. Now listen to the things we say and promise to be good. I'll go to school and study hard and do things I should. Oh boy, a real life boy, that's what we're gonna be. Yes, sir, a real life boy, just wait and see. Let's go be a real life boy, just wait and see.
Pinocchio, there's one last thing. Listen to the cricket. He won't do you wrong. Goodbye, Pinocchio. Goodbye, Purple Fairy. A real life boy! A real life boy! Whee! Yay! Well, I guess I better start obeying my father right now. He did tell me to go to bed, and besides, I'm getting tired. Good night, Cricket. I can hardly wait to see how happy my father will be when he finds out I become a real boy. What a wonderful surprise.
Oh my goodness.
Now I must get to work and clean all this mess up. I wonder if the Purple Fairy has any idea who we're dealing with here. I hope you know what you're doing, Purple Fairy. Good luck, Master Pinocchio. You are going to need it.
Why does Pinocchio keep getting into trouble, Grandpa?
I guess some folks just don't think funny to do things. You've heard they'll say before you eat, right?
Yes, Grandpa.
Well, poor Pinocchio's never heard it, and he keeps thinking I will frying pan into the fire.
Oh, what happens next?
The next morning dawned, and Geppetto was full of joy. He had a wonderful surprise for Pinocchio.
Did you sleep well last night, Father?
Yes, thank you, my son. But I thought I kept hearing a cricket chirping last night. After a while, I just ignored it and fell asleep.
Same here, Father. That cricket was pretty annoying.
But the Purple Fairy told him to listen to me.
Pinocchio has a hard time following directions. I think he needs to go to obedience school. What's that you're having behind your back, Father? Is it my surprise?
Yes, Pinocchio. You said you wanted to be a boy, so I bought you an ABC book. Now you can go to school with all the other children.
Oh, thank you, Father. I thought you said we didn't have enough money for a primer.
Well, yesterday I sold my old overcoat, and then we had to get money for a book and for this.
Father, this is the best present in the whole world. I will study hard and make you very proud of me.
I know you will, my son. Now I'll school with you, and no stopping along the way.
Don't worry about me, Father. I'll be as good as gold. Fine, Grandpa. I don't get it. He's never been nice to me before. In school today, I'll learn to read. Tomorrow, to write. And the day after tomorrow, I'll do arithmetic. Then, clever as I am, I can earn a lot of money. My very first paycheck, I'll buy Father a brand new coat of gold and silver with diamond buttons. That poor man certainly deserves it all. After all, isn't he in his shirt sleeve just because he was good enough to buy a book for me? On this cold day, too. What a good father he is.
Come on, see the marvelous marionettes. They will amaze you, astound you. See the comical Harlequin, the charming Pulcinella.
How much does it cost, mister?
A mere pittance, just 1 thin dime.
I have a dime, but we're supposed to be in school, and it's time for the bell to ring.
My friend, are you going to pass up on the chance of a lifetime? School will still be here tomorrow.
I want a ticket, mister.
Me too.
I want a ticket, but I have no money.
What do you have there?
It's my ABC book and lunchbox. I'm going to go to school and learn, so I can become a real boy.
If you give me your lunchbox and your ABC book, I'll let you come see the show. Don't do it, Pinocchio. Don't do it.
Well, I guess I can always go to school tomorrow. It's a deal, mister.
He did it!
We are merry marionettes. We are jolly and carefree. Watch us dance and sing when you pull us too. How we move so gracefully. We are merry marionettes. We are here to make you smile.
Pinocchio, bring that marionette to me. He looks as if he's made of well-seasoned wood. He'll make a fine fire for roasting my dinner.
Oh, Father, save me! I don't want to die.
I'm afraid he's in right now. Well, if you're such a young marionette, I suppose I could be merciful. Just this once.
Thank you, sir.
You're quite welcome. Are your mother and father still living?
My father's is yes, but my mother I've never known.
Well, I think your father would miss you terribly if I would burn you. But my house is only half done. I need a good, hot fire. In your place, I'll burn a harlequin there.
I beg for mercy for my poor friend Harlequin, who's never done the least part in his life. Please, Excellency.
Ah, this young marionette recognizes his betters when he sees them. All right. All this caterwauling has quite spoiled my appetite. I will not burn anybody tonight.
Yay!
I'm still curious of this father of yours. What does he do?
He's a wood carver.
Does he earn much?
Not very much. In fact, he had to sell his old overcoat in order to find an ABC book for school. His coat was so old, it was full of dark patches. Now he'll have to go without a coat all winter.
Poor fellow. I feel sorry for him. Here, take these 5 gold coins. Give them to him with my kindest regards.
Thank you, kind sir. Thank you 1,000 times. I've never known such kindness from a stranger.
All right, marionettes. Back to your boxes you go until the next show.
Goodbye, my brothers. Goodbye. You're back again, Cricket. Are you spying on me?
That's my job, Master Pinocchio. By the way, you never made it to school today.
I know, but I did get these 5 gold coins. This should prove to the purple fairy that I'm worthy of becoming a royal boy. Don't you think?
It's Cantor. Now go straight home and I'll see you in the morning. And remember the words of the wise men. Woe to children who refuse to obey their parents and run away from home. They'll never be happy in this world. And when they get older, they're going to be very sorry for it.
I will go straight home, I promise. Bye, Cricket.
Goodbye, Pinocchio. Go straight home.
Now I can buy Father new clothes and perhaps some new shoes. I know he needs new tools because I broke his sonic chisel last week. Yes, Pinocchio, you're going to make your father very proud of you indeed. This young plum looks just right for the picking. He's almost too easy. You know, I like a little bit of a challenge. Oh well, they say a fool and his money are soon to be parted. And this fool has had his money for 5 whole minutes. Time's a wasting, my friend. Time's a wasting. One day when we are rich and we have everything we need, we'll leave behind the life of crime. We won't give in to greed. We'll share our riches and our wealth with all humanity. What fools we are to think like that. It's never gonna be.
evening. How do you know my name? We know your father quite well. In fact, we just saw him minutes ago on the other side of town looking for you. He was in shirt sleeves, trembling with cold. Poor father. But after today, he'll suffer no longer. But why? Because I've become a wealthy marionette. You, a wealthy marionette? I find that hard to believe. It's true, I swear. See? I have 5 gold coins, and I'm going to buy my father a brand new coat of gold and silver with diamond buttons. How generous of you, Pinocchio, but wouldn't it be better to bring home twice as many gold coins? How do I do that? It's simple. You just come with us to the city of Simple Simons. But I must go straight home, I promise. Well, if you must, you must. But you're turning your back on a chance of a lifetime. How's that? I'll explain. You see, just outside of the city of Simple Simons, there's a wonderful field called Field of Wonders. In this field, you dig a hole, and in this hole you bury a gold piece. After covering up the gold piece with earth, you water it well, sprinkle some salt on top of it, and wait for 20 minutes. The gold piece sprouts, grows, blossoms, and before you can say all you found in the 40 feet, you find a beautiful tree loaded with gold pieces. Wow, that's fantastic! I could have a bazillion gold coins in no time. But I really can't go. I must go straight home. My father will be worried. But he won't have to worry about a thing for the rest of his life if you come home in a week with a bazillion gold coins. Stay with us, kid. We'll take care of you and your money. Don't do it, Pinocchio. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay. He did it!
That night, the cat and the fox tricked Pinocchio into paying for food and lodging. But Pinocchio had such a bad case of gold piece fever, he didn't even seem to notice.
What is gold piece fever, Grandpa?
It's when greed robs you of your senses, and all you can think of is how rich you'll become.
That sounds like those stockbreakers they were talking about last night in the news.
No, that's stockbrokers, Chipper.
Oh yeah, it sounds like poor Pinocchio's into trouble again. Isn't he, Grandpa?
Yeah, big trouble.
That's right, Pinocchio. You buried the gold pieces. Now let's a bit of water. Good, good, very good. Now let's a bit of salt. Now we'll leave them alone. You come back in 20 minutes and you'll find a beautiful bush covered with glittering gold coins. You've been so kind to me. How can I repay you? Can I give you each of the gold coins after I harvest them? I know. I'll buy each fine gift. We don't want any of your gifts, Pinocchio. It's good enough for us that we help you become rich with little or no trouble at all. That we're happy as kings. Yes, indeed. Happy as kings. Now off you go, new master. Come back in 20 minutes. 20 minutes. Right. Well, Pinocchio, lad, there's no need to drag that heavy shovel of yours up. Why don't you just leave it here? Leave it here. Right. And Pinocchio, the watering can, you can leave that too. Leave that too. Right. Hey, how do you know I was carrying the watering can? I thought you were blind. I just assumed that if you're carrying the shovel, you would be carrying the watering can too. Right, Trey? Yeah, right. It's totally understandable to me. Oh, I get it. We'll be back in 20 minutes, and I'll be as rich as a king. Bye, my friends. Phew, that was a close call. Come on. No, after you, my fly canine companion. Thank you, Pinocchio, our wooden-headed wonder child, for equal opportunity.
There you are, Pinocchio. I have been looking for you all day. Your father is worrying sick about you.
Not now, Cricket. I have important work to do.
Such as...
Such as harvesting my newly grown gold pieces. They should be right here. I know I planted them right here.
Please don't tell me you fell for that old plant your gold pieces in the field of wonder routine.
No, I didn't fall for any routine.
Pinocchio, tell me that you still have your 5 gold pieces.
I still have my 5 gold pieces.
You're lying. Remember what the professor told you not to lie.
I try to tell the truth, Cricket. Really, I do. But a lie is usually a lot more interesting and a lot more convenient.
Oh, Pinocchio, you're going to have such a hard road ahead of you.
I feel awful, Cricket. I lost all the gold. I have nothing to give my father. I don't even have the book my father gave me. I can't go home empty-handed.
There, Master Pinocchio. I have a powerful friend that happens to live in these woods. They may pass on their morning walk.
Can you get my things back?
I'll do my best. There she goes. Excuse me, kind lady. What do you want? We are in need of an ABC book, kind woman. Would you know when we could find one?
No, ask for 5 gold pieces, not a dumb book.
Trust me on this one, Pinocchio, okay?
I just happen to have an ABC book for a boy who obeys and respects his father, who goes to school, and who always tells the truth.
You look like you remind me of. Yes, the same voice, the same eyes, the same hair. You even have the same violet hair that she had. Is it your broke fairy? If it is, you please help me. I'm so miserable.
Yes, Pinocchio, it is I. You are so clever, and so bright in my disguise. Now tell, are you ready to try again?
Yes, Purple Fairy. This time, not only will I try, I will succeed. I will become a real boy.
All right, Pinocchio, I will give you one more chance. If you follow your heart and do what is right, I will make you a real boy tomorrow. So that you don't have to quit me again.
No, Purple Fairy, and thank you. Oh, let's go right now.
Don't forget, listen to the cricket.
I won't forget. Goodbye, Purple Fairy.
Wait for me, Pinocchio!
More chances, Grandpa.
I think she feels a little bit sorry for him. But also because she can tell that deep inside, Pinocchio has a good heart.
I think she has a crush on him.
How do you know about things like crushes?
Grandpa, I'm almost 7 years old and I even have a boyfriend.
You do? What's his name?
Can't we just get back to the story, please?
Okay, where do we leave off? Oh, I see. Pinocchio ran to school as fast as his wooden legs would carry him. Poor Kauai just tried hard to keep up. But alas, a cricket cannot run as fast as a marionette, no matter how hard it tries. Along the road, Pinocchio chanced to meet several other children who were also on the way to school, or so he thought.
Mind if I walk to school with you?
Look, it's that weirdo marionette, Pinocchio. He still thinks he's as good as us real kids. Why did you say that? Get away from us, long nose. Stop that, that's me. Long nose, longer than a garden hose.
Hey, don't listen to that Pinocchio. You walk to school with me, I don't mind. My name's Stringbean.
Nice to meet you. Why are you being nice to me? Aren't you embarrassed to be seen with me?
Me? Nah, you see, I've always been the one they keep. That's because you came along. Why do you think I got the name Stringbean? My parents named me Sam.
I guess we better stick together, Sam. You know what?
What?
It sure feels good to have a friend.
Need a friend or two, someone who takes care of you. When you're sad or feeling blue, it's good to have a friend.
Now a friend is with you all the way. There beside you, come on in. Standing by you day by day. It's good to have a friend.
You're as happy as a king. You can do most anything, and it makes you wanna sing when you got a friend. Everybody sing along, join us in our happy song. Sing with us, you can't go wrong when you got a friend. Someone who takes care of you when you're sad or feeling blue. It's good to have a friend. Now a friend is ready, all aware. There beside you, come on far. Standing beside you, get along. It's good to be a friend.
Well, my friend, I guess we better get going if we want to get to school on time.
Well, my friend, I was thinking, why don't we skip school today when we land the toys instead?
Oh no, I must get to school.
You're making a big mistake, Pinocchio. The land toys there are no schools, no teachers, and no books. Kids never have to study to do chores. It's just play all day.
Listen, Stringbean. Are you really sure that there are no schools in Land of Toys?
Not even the shadow of one.
Not even one teacher?
Not one.
And kids never have to study?
Never.
What a cool place! It sounds pretty good to me.
Pretty good. Are you kidding? Sounds like heaven to me. That's where I'm going. Make up your mind, my friend. Don't do it, Pinocchio. Don't do it.
I made up my mind to Land of Toys. Here we come. We did it!
I don't believe it, Grandpa. Why doesn't Pinocchio understand?
I guess it just takes some folks a long time to learn a lesson. They don't want to have to work for things. They want everything handed to them with no strings attached. Get it? Huh? No strings attached?
Yeah, I get it, Grandpa. I just can't believe you asked him for that line.
You're pretty smart for a 6-year-old.
Sure I am. I'm your granddaughter, aren't I?
Good answer. Okay, next chapter. When Pinocchio and Stringbean entered the land of toys, they were gratified to find that all the tales were true. Everywhere, lazy children were stuffing their faces with chocolate goodies. Everywhere, crowds of shrieking, laughing boys and girls were playing games. 5 months passed, and the boys and girls continued to play and enjoy themselves without ever seeing a book, a desk, or school. But there came a morning when Pinocchio woke to find a terrible surprise awaiting him. A surprise that made him feel very unhappy, as you shall see.
Bee stings. You don't have to worry about the bees anymore, my dog.
make poor choices, Chipper. At least Pinocchio finally came to his senses.
Yeah, but now he has donkey ears and a long wooden nose. How will he ever become a real boy?
Let's read the final chapter to find out. No sooner had he passed through the gates than Pinocchio leapt out of the wagon. He looked neither left nor right, but ran as fast as his wooden legs could carry. The assistant gave chase, and finally cornered Pinocchio on the edge of a high cliff overlooking the salty sea. With no other way out, Pinocchio took a deep breath and leapt head first into the rushing tide.
Instead of jumping out of the frying pan and into the fire, he jumped out of the wagon and into the water, right, Grandpa?
Right as rain, Chipper. Pinocchio floundered around the icy water for a long time. Finally, a little wooden boat. In the boat, plain as day, was none other than Pinocchio's old friend.
I know, Kalani Cricket.
Are you sure you started changing into a donkey? There's no signs of the ears. I swear, Cricket, my ears were 10 inches long when I jumped into the water. Make the salt water turn the back to normal. The sea is fond of playing its tricks. But tell me, Cricket, how did you ever find me? I was actually looking for your father. You see, after you left, he went out looking for you. He has wandered far and wide in search of his only son. He's not getting any younger, Pinocchio. I thought he could use some help. Oh, Geppetto, my dear father, I'm coming home and I'll never leave you again. How can I thank you for saving me, Cricket? You could start by staying out of trouble. Every time you get into trouble, I have to bail you out. Now, I suggest you start paddling quickly, Pinocchio. They say this part of the sea is home to the terrible shark. I don't relish the idea of becoming his lunch. Nonsense. You don't really believe that was wise about a huge man-eating monster, do you? I certainly do, Master Pinocchio. My own father saw the monster and lived to tell about it. I don't believe it.
We are part of a family, no matter where we go.
very good stuff to you. I skipped school to go to the marionette theater. They kept coming. You conniving fox cat who stole my money. And then I ran away to land the toys. And I started turning into a donkey. I escaped from there, only to be swallowed by this terrible shark. The purple fairy told me if I told the truth, good things would happen. But how did you come to be here, Father?
I was so worried about you, my son. I sent you to school with you. You never came back. I began wandering the countryside looking for you. One day, I came to the salty sea. I met a beautiful maiden with purple hair. And she told me that if I crossed the waves, I'd find you.
That was my purple fairy. Isn't she beautiful?
Yeah, she was beautiful, wasn't she? Anyway, and of course what happened, I got swallowed by the same terrible shark. That's something 8 months ago. And now her prediction has come true. My son, my son!
I hate to break up this old reunion, but wouldn't it be a good idea to find a way out of here?
We already know a way out of here. In fact, my friend Tonio over here can tell you how it's done. Right, Tonio?
Right, Geppetto. You see, the terrible shark has asthma and he sleeps with his mouth wide open. Tonight, simply wait for him to fall asleep and open his mouth. Then, just swim out of his mouth. My fishy family and I do it all the time.
That's great, Father. But if you knew way out here, why didn't you leave a long time ago?
There's one small problem. You have to be able to swim, and alas, I don't know how.
That's not a problem at all, Father. I'm a great swimmer. In fact, since I made wood, I won't let it cord. You can just climb on my back, Father. You too, Cricket. And when you get home, I'll be a real boy. I'm so happy. Yeah! What is it, Cricket?
Do you remember what the purple fairy told you? She said that there are conditions to your becoming a real boy.
Yes, and I've done all that she said. I've obeyed and respected my father.
That's true, Cricket. You see that yourself.
I told the truth. See, my nose is so small, it has almost disappeared.
That's true, Pinocchio, but she also said that you must go to school. You started out for a school that morning so long ago, but you never got there.
Well, we're in the school right now. See, this is a school of fish.
Oh, Pinocchio, when are you going to learn that you can't always take the easy way out? Although you have had many adventures and have learned much the hard way, but you still never fulfilled all the purple fairy's conditions. And thus, I just hate to say this, you cannot be a real boy.
There has to be some way to make it right, Cricket.
There is, Geppetto. When we get back home, Pinocchio must go to school, a real school, with books and teachers and all.
I will, Cricket. I'll go to school if it kills me.
I know you will, Pinocchio. I have faith in you.
That's what we've been waiting for. The terrible shark is finally asleep.
Come on, everyone. It's time to get out of here.
Quiet now. We don't want to wake him up.
This is my favorite part of the whole story, Grandpa. May I read it this time?
Sure, Chipper. Go ahead.
Pinocchio swam out of the terrible shark's mouth with Geppetto and Polite Cricket, resting on his shoulders till they came to the shore of the salty sea. There they met a blind cat and a lame fox who had been caught in a hunter's trap. Pinocchio recognized his old companions and, having mercy on them, released them from the trap. Pinocchio was a lot nicer than he was before, huh, Grandpa?
Yep, he learned a lot from his adventures, Chipper.
After walking for 5 days, they finally reached Geppetto's workshop. Waiting by the door was the ever-faithful Melampo. The weird travelers vowed never to leave their village again. The next day, true to his word, Pinocchio went to school, and what happened to him there will amaze you. I love this part.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, kid, you look familiar. What's your name?
I'm Pinocchio, Geppetto's son. Remember?
That's not true.
It is true. I never lie. At least not anymore. I'm the same Pinocchio that teased and kicked you that day. I want to tell you I'm sorry.
But Geppetto sang us a marionette. You're a real kid, just like us.
Can it be true? Am I finally a real life boy at last? It is true, Pinocchio. You are a real boy at last. And guess what? Now, I'm a real girl. My name's Violet. We're gonna be classmates. Isn't that great? It sure is. Thanks for making me a real life boy. Thanks for everything.
I knew it. I knew she had a crush on him.
Guys ready? Oh, here you are.
Hi, Grandma Vi. We're just finishing my favorite story.
Is it the story of Pinocchio?
Yes, Grandma.
That's my favorite too. Now run along or dinner will get cold. And Chipper, don't forget to wash your hands.
Okay, Grandma.
And you too, Pinocchio.
Yes, Violet, my dear.